Dear students, today we have to discuss about electric cell. Electric cell means in our language we can say it is battery. Electric cell means battery. The battery are used in our remote control, in wall clock, etc. This battery is otherwise called as electric cell, and the structure of battery is like this. It has one metallic tap and lower is metallic plate. The metallic plate is always taken as negative. The metallic cap is taken as positive. Inside the electrode, the charge is flow from negative to positive, whereas outside the battery the charge is flow from positive to negative. And this is the true connection of a battery. Positive को battery गोटे bulb को connection करियो, bulb pro positive और bulb pro negative को battery negative, then automatically the bulb becomes glow, bulb टा जलियो. This is the simple structure of a electric cell. So electric cell has two terminals, one is positive terminal and negative terminal. The symbol of electric cell is like this: one longest vertical line always taken as positive, and another is a smaller vertical line taken as negative. And both the positive and the negative are directly connected with an external source. External source को negative को positive connection करिया. But inside the battery, when the charge is flow from negative to positive, there is a loss of charge takes place. कौन पाई जतल के नेगेटिव रो पॉजिटिव से जाए किछि दूरता से अतिक्रमण करियो पड़े. दूरता दे अतिक्रमण करियो, it drop its potential. और ये जत्ते की से तमरो charge loss करछि, oppose करछि, that is known as internal resistance. So internal resistance always takes place inside the battery, whereas when the positive terminal and negative terminal are connected with an external source, we get the external resistance R. ये जो electromotive force रे इडे में जो बल्ब टा लगवा, बल्ब रो रेजिस्टेंस टा को जो एक्सटर्नल रेजिस्टेंस, whereas inside the battery it is called as a internal resistance of the cell. So what is the definition of electric cell? A cell is a device which provides the necessary potential difference to an electric circuit to maintain a continuous flow of current in it. जे कि गोटे constant potential difference रे continuously charge flow करे जो device टा, that device is known as a electric cell. A cell consists of two rods or two plates, namely electrodes, which are dipped in a chemical solution known as electrolyte. Actually पिले जदि आमे गोटे बड़ बैटरी कथा चिंता करिया, ता भितर दीटा इलेक्ट्रोड थिवो. One is called as positive electrode, another is called as a negative electrode, and these two electrodes are dipped inside a solution, and the solution is called as a electrolyte. The solution of this cell causes hindrance to the flow of current. Hindrance means oppose. ये भीतर जो हमरो इलेक्ट्रोलाइटिक लिक्विड टा अछि, ए लिक्विड टा कोन करियो, फ्लो ऑफ इलेक्ट्रॉन को सी अपोज करियो. जदि फ्लो ऑफ इलेक्ट्रॉन को हमरो इलेक्ट्रोलाइट टा अपोज करे, दिस हिंड्रेंस इज नोन एज इंटरनल रेजिस्टेंस R, whereas output resistance is known as external resistance capital R. Thus a battery shows always two resistance, that is external and another is internal resistance. The external resistance is denoted by capital R, whereas the internal resistance is denoted by small r. And the symbol of a cell is like this: the vertical longest vertical is always taken as positive, the smallest is taken as negative, the direction of conventional current inside the cell is from negative to positive electrodes. Inside the cell negative ରୁ positive ଆଡ଼କୁ ଯିବ, flow of electron means flow of current, whereas outside the cell it is from positive to negative electrode, positive ରୁ negative ଆଡ଼କୁ ଯିବ. So it is a continuous process. Now we have to discuss what do you mean by electromotive force. Electromotive force is shortly written as EMF. Electromotive force, what do you mean? Electron motion समୟରେ जो force टा आवश्यक करे, that force is known as electromotive force. The force which is required by an electron for its motion is known as electromotive force. So the external force necessary to make the free electrons move in the definite direction is known as electromotive force. गोटे कंडक्टर आउटर सरफेस रे जो फ्री इलेक्ट्रॉन गुड़िक था से फ्री इलेक्ट्रॉन गुड़िक मोशन करने जो फोर्स आवश्यक करे, दैट फोर्स इज नोन एज इलेक्ट्रोमोटिव फोर्स. The electromotive force is written as EMF and its symbol is capital E. The electromotive force E of a cell is defined as the difference of potential between its terminals when there is no current in the external circuit, that is when the cell is open, as shown below. You see, इटा पे तुम बैटेरी पॉजिटिव टर्मिनल, बैटेरी नेगेटिव टर्मिनल, पॉजिटिव नेगेटिव भितर जो नेगेटिव पॉजिटिव आड़ को तुम चार्ज फ्लो हुए, दैट इज कॉल्ड एज इंटरनल रेजिस्टेंस. जो कि तुम कहली ये जो सेल भितर इलेक्ट्रोलाइट अच्छी, इलेक्ट्रोलाइट भितर जो चार्ज फ्लो हुए तार रेजिस्टेंस को कहा जाए इंटरनल रेजिस्टेंस. सो इन दिस केस दिस इज अ इंटरनल रेजिस्टेंस. ये कौन है इंटरनल रेजिस्टेंस को, इंटरनल रेजिस्टेंस को बैटेरी पॉजिटिव नेगेटिव भितर ये देख बैटेरी पॉजिटिव और बैटेरी नेगेटिव को गोटे स्विच माध्यम गोटे एक्सटर्नल रेजिस्टेंस, फॉर एग्जांपल गोटे बल्ब कनेक्शन होइछि भाबो, एंड द स्विच इज इन ओपन. ओपन मीन्स कनेक्शन दिया हैनी, नॉट क्लोज्ड. तार अर्थ ये गैप अछि. ये गैप थिबा समय रे इ टर्मिनल रो पोटेंशियल डिफरेंस जो वोल्ट मीटर मापे, इ टर्मिनल रो पोटेंशियल डिफरेंस टाकू इलेक्ट्रोमोटिव फोर्स बोली कहा जाए. भले बुझ गोटे बैटेरी नहीं, बैटेरी इड़ा पॉजिटिव नेगेटिव भितर इंटरनल रेजिस्टेंस स्मॉल आर, इट इज डायरेक्टली कनेक्टेड विथ एन एक्सटर्नल रेजिस्टेंस आर. बुझी पारलो. आकु कोन करछ बैटेरी रो एक्सटर्नल रे गोटे वोल्ट मीटर कनेक्शन कर केती वोल्टेज से बाहर को बाहर कर. अंडरस्टैंड. व्हेन द की के इज ओपन, व्हेन द की के इज ओपन, देन नो करंट इज फ्लो इन द एक्सटर्नल सर्किट. एक्सटर्नल सर्किट रे कौन सी करंट फ्लो न होबा समय रे इ दीटा को टर्मिनल रो पोटेंशियल डिफरेंस रो बाय पोटेंशियल डिफरेंस टाकू कौन लिखि परिया इलेक्ट्रोमोटिव फोर्स लिखि परिया. अगेन रिपीट करी कहूची, बैटेरी रो स्विच कनेक्शन ओपन थिबो, एक्सटर्नल रेजिस्टेंस रे जति वोल्टेज से शो करे, दैट इज नोन एज इलेक्ट्रोमोटिव फोर्स. हियर a source of current, that is a cell, is connected to a conductor of the resistance R through a key K. A voltmeter V is connected across two terminals of the cell. When the key K is open, the reading of voltmeter gives electromotive force E of the cell. Now the EMF E of a source is measured as energy spent to move. Electromotive, mathematically electromotive force E is given by energy spent divided by charge moved. Energy spent by charge moved is known as electromotive force. Energy spent is denoted by work, energy is in the form of work done W by charge moved Q. If Q is equal to 1 coulomb and W equal to 1 joule, then electromotive force E is equal to 1 volt ବୋଲି କହିପାରିବା. And this will be possible if W equal to 1 joule and Q is equal to 1 coulomb. If 1 joule is energy required for the flow of 1 coulomb of charge in the complete closed circuit, then the EMF will be 1 unit. In M case, the EMF, since E is equal to W by Q, so in SI unit, electromotive force is measured by joule per coulomb, or it is also called as volt. So 1 volt of EMF is equal to 1 joule of work done or energy moved divided by 1 coulomb. And the EMF is also called as electrical pressure, and it is denoted by a device called as potentiometer ବୋଲି ତାକୁ କୁହାଯାଏ. ବୁଝିପାରିଲ? କଣ୍ଟିନ୍ୟୁଅସ୍ ଅଛି ଆଉ ଗୋଟେ ସେକେଣ୍ଡ ଭିଡ଼ିଓ ଯୋଉଟା କି ଇଲେକ୍ଟ୍ରୋମୋଟିଭ୍ ଫୋର୍ସଟାକୁ ପୋଟେନ୍ସିଆଲ ଡିଫରେନ୍ସଟା ରିଲେଟେଡ୍ ଅଛି. ଆଉ ଗୋଟେ ନେକ୍ସଟ ଏବେ ଜଷ୍ଟ ଗୋଟେ ଆନଦର ଭିଡ଼ିଓରେ ମୁଁ ଛାଡ଼ୁଛି ସେଇଟା.